Alright guys, so I did about 20 minutes worth of painting before I realized that I had not actually started the video recording, but you'll notice that I'm showing you a good portion of the top is that blue background, and then I've got that table, and I'm going to just start filling it in. There's more light in that area, and when I'm painting, I'm actually just overlapping the line a little bit. It gets a little messy, but instead of having, I'd rather the colors overlap than like leaving that little bit of space between them and showing paper. That would be very bad. All in all, this whole video is about 45 minutes worth of painting. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to try and block out big shapes and colors the best you can. Don't worry about any detail really today. If you need to paint over or around big areas of detail, that's good. You can do that. I want you guys to also be thinking about mixing colors. So I want to have, like right now I'm painting this green, but this green should be neutralized. Because when I look at it, it's almost like a black neutralized green. If I just mixed blue and yellow, I'd get like a golf course green, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to get the color that's in my photograph. So I took a little bit of red and mixed it to the green because if I imagine there's only three colors, red, yellow, and blue, and green is blue and yellow, the only one left is red. And as soon as I add that third color in, that's going to start neutralizing color. So that's important to know that when you've got color, if it's red, green, or red, yellow, and blue, you pick the colors that aren't there. So if it's blue, you pick what's not there, which is you add a little red and you add a little yellow, which we know is orange, but that red and yellow neutralizes that blue. Okay? So think about neutralizing your colors. Every color almost should have all the colors mixed into it, at least in some part in a shadow or somewhere. You should have these natural looking colors. Now I'm going to speed up the video and show you exactly about how much work you should be getting done in a class period. Don't forget 2 ways to get nice clean lines: add a little bit of water to the paint, or use a little more paint. Uh, Big areas blocking them in. Here I did the shadow color first, and then I added white to it. If I tried to do the shadow color, the table color, and then add black to it, I would have lost all the color in my shadows, and I don't necessarily want to do that. So use lots of color, mixing color. Even within one object, I'll use lots of different colors, just like we did with our fruit. Big areas blocking in, clean lines when necessary. And we're going to do about 50 minutes worth of work today. So I'd love to see that coming out of you, 50 to 60 minutes of work, depending on how much we talk. All right. I'm going to stay on. I'd like all of you to stay on too, whether you're on virtually or in person. And I'm going to kind of walk around the room and help people, but I'll also ask people if they need help online, and I'll ask you to show it to me what you've got done so far. So nobody log out today. We're going to all just kind of stay on. All right. This is your progress check number 1. Alright, so this is where I got after a total of 45 minutes of work. You guys should have about 60 minutes, 50 minutes, 60 minutes of work that you can do during the class period. Now, when I look at what I've done, I'm going to think about like what can I work on for next time. And some of you, I'll give you feedback that you can use to kind of figure out what direction to go in next time. So when I look at mine, here's the feedback I'm giving myself. My pearls are too dark and they're too cool gray. The real pearls are kind of like a peachy white gray color. So I've got to change the whole color on those, and I'll try and do something to get those colors back where they need to be. I also think some of my shadows on the pearls aren't dark enough. My overall table color is too yellow, needs to be slightly oranger, so I'll work on that. The 8 needs to be wider. It's not wide enough. It looks like it's lifting. The green on top should be catching some light. I didn't really talk or mess with the whistle at all, so I've got to start getting those reflected colors, the deep lights, the bright lights, and some of the deep shadows in the whistle. The soap, all the details of the soap in the ketchup packet. So that's a lot of stuff on my plate to work on, and I'm going to work on it, and then I'm going to figure out what to work on next for the next time. So this is one day progress check, and then now I've got a plan of the things I'm going to work on for my next day progress check, and I'll build from there.